I bought the Hello Kitty guitar. This is a guitar that I have wanted to get for a long time because it is so ridiculous, it's awesome. It's had a cult following for ages. It was released a long time ago. People have made all kinds of like crazy meme videos with it.
I asked for a guitar for Christmas, and this is what my parents got me.
Play us a song.
I know like 2 songs, okay? Just started like a week ago.
Where's the other song you know?
I just learned this one, so I'm a little nervous about it.
And so there's been multiple times in the last couple of years when I've looked on Reverb and thought about buying one of the original ones. And I've never pulled the trigger on it because they were just so expensive for what they actually are. But Fender just released these new versions of them. People are selling these for a silly amount of money on Reverb. I'm really not sure what the secondhand market is going to do with it. But here's an example of the original one. You can see the original one doesn't have the screws here. You couldn't adjust the height of the pickup. Doesn't have the pink on the volume, doesn't have the pink headstock, and it doesn't have a gloss finish neck. It also does have the skunk stripe at the back. This is the original one. We compare that to the 2024 one. The 2024 one, the screws I think are in a much better place. We do have the adjustable ones here. Got the gloss fretboard, and the headstock just looks so much cooler. There's the little heart above the eye. The vintage style tuners, no skunk stripe on the back. This overall is a better quality guitar, I think, than the original one. I've never tried one of the original ones, but the original one wasn't intended to be, like, it was just a cheap guitar, but it got a cult following because, well, look at it. It's so cool. But you gotta ask, who is this guitar for? You'd think, based on how it looks and the fact that it's a Squire, which is Fender's kind of budget line, that it might be for young fans of Hello Kitty who are wanting to get into playing the guitar. I don't know. But then you look at the fact that it's got a single humbucker pickup and one volume knob. That's not very versatile in terms of sound. You can get this sound, and that's it, unless you kind of adjust your settings on the amp and that kind of thing. But you're pretty limited in terms of sound, which is probably not like the best when you're starting out. So then I'm like, is the target market for this guitar people like me who have other guitars and just think this one is kind of cool and a little bit funny? I think maybe that's more of the demographic of this guitar. Let me know in the comments. Who do you think this guitar is designed for? Because I can't decide. Now, what surprised me when I started messing around with this guitar was the variety of tones you actually can get out of it. But it matters how you set it up. So here's the guitar just running straight into the amp. Like, kind of gets a bit quiet. That's not very useful, I don't think. However, if we turn the overdrive on, we can now go from having this kind of like crunchy overdrive sound. If we roll down the volume, it kind of cleans up. But we still have enough volume. And with the volume down that low, it also cuts off some of the high frequencies a little bit. So it sounds more like what we would expect out of a neck pickup anyway. The pickup on this is fine. It's just the stock Fender Squire one, whatever that it came with. It's not bad, it's not great. What I plan on doing with this guitar is swapping out this pickup, probably with like a heavy sounding Damasio one. I don't know what to put in it, so if you've got any recommendations, let me know in the comments. But I want a heavy sounding humbucker that I can get in white from Damasio. Those are my criteria. Then I'm going to set this guitar up as a heavy metal machine, basically. I've got enough other guitars that I don't need another one that's in standard tuning. So I want to set this up with like heavy strings that I can down tune and just get filthy with it. Because, you know, I don't know about you, but I think this is the perfect metal guitar. I'm kind of curious as to what the secondhand market for these is going to look like. I honestly have no idea whether or not the old ones will go up in value, or whether the fact that the newer ones are better guitars will mean they'll be more popular. I really don't know. These guitars have a cult following though, which is kind of hilarious. I just want to turn mine into a heavy metal machine. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this Hello Kitty Squire? Would you buy one? YouTube thinks you might enjoy this video. Otherwise, go play some guitar. I'll see you next time.